All right, it's top 20 time in the PFF College 101. We've been counting down. Be sure to check out the other videos for the other 80 or so players. Let's get into the top 20. Don't forget, all positions created equally. You ready, Mike?
Ready. Let's do it.
Number 20 in the PFF College 101, it's David Montgomery, running back out of Iowa State. He has just been so good over the last 2 years at forcing missed tackles. Look beyond the traditional stats because he forced 99 missed tackles this year, forced over 100 missed tackles as a runner and receiver each of the last 2 years. That's the only player that's ever done that since we started charting players in 2014. David Montgomery, the most elusive running back in the nation.
Balance ratio, he's got a good one. On to number 19, Hypolite, edge defender for Florida. I'm not sure Florida really knew what they had in him even early in the season because he was in a heavy rotation there. By midseason, though, he had established himself as one of the best pass rushers in the entire nation. Third best pass rushing grade among edge defenders this season. He specialized in the quick pressures, forced fumbles. He bent the edge extremely well. Great burst. You're going to see him in the first round come April.
First round pick, maybe another potential first round pick on the defensive line. Dre'Mont Jones, 90.4 overall grade. That was 9th among all interior defensive linemen. Most importantly, Nick Bosa goes down and Dre'Mont picked up the slack on that D-line for Ohio State. A 90-plus pass rush grade. He was the only player in the nation to play over 600 snaps and have that 90-plus pass rush grade among interior defensive linemen.
Iron Man there on the interior. On to another guy on the defensive side of the ball. We have linebacker Devon White from LSU. Very explosive, one of the most explosive linebackers in the entire country. That showed up when he was a pass rusher where he notched 31 pressures this past season, the 5th most of any off-ball linebacker in college football. Also showed up in coverage where his 91.3 coverage grade was the 4th highest, of all linebackers in the country. Very complete linebacker there, key to that LSU defense.
All right, let's get to some offensive linemen coming in at number 16. This is not really a lifetime achievement list. He was awesome this year, but the career that Dalton Reisner of Kansas State had was absolutely incredible. Allowed only 1 sack in his 4 years, only 28 pressures on 1,490 pass blocking attempts. This particular season, only 4 pressures on 374 attempts. He's the 2nd best offensive tackle in the nation, 89.9 overall grade.
Love me some Dalton Reisner. On to number 15, we have my boy from Notre Dame, Tillery, the defensive tackle there. Big, long limbs, 6'6", long arms. Finally put it all together. He showed flashes in the past as a pass rusher. Finally put it all together. Highest pass rushing grade of any interior defender in the nation this year. Yes, that's right. Higher than Quinnen Williams, who we'll get to a little later on. He really put it all together, and he was the highest graded Notre Dame player in that Clemson game. He showed up. Not a lot of people at Notre Dame did, unfortunately.
You finally got a Notre Dame player to talk about.
Finally.
Good for you. Number 14, another interior defensive lineman, Jeffrey Simmons, 91.8 overall grade. That ranked 4th. The big key with Simmons was just his all-around game. He was outstanding against the run, graded over 93, over 90 as a pass rusher. Don't look at the sack totals. Simmons was one of the most disruptive interior defensive linemen in the country. You just can't block this guy, and that is going to translate to the next level as well.
I think it will. On to number 13, where we have a quarterback, Will Grier from West Virginia. Tumultuous college career, but ended up putting it all together here in West Virginia. 3rd highest graded quarterback in the nation, and he was a big-time throw machine for the Mountaineers. 33 big-time throws this year, led the entire country.
All right, coming in at number 12, at Washington, it's Burke, a 91.6 overall grade, tied for 3rd among all linebackers. The thing we love about him, besides all of those tackles, was his coverage grade, 91.8, allowed only 7.4 yards per reception into his coverage, had 5 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. He was good in the run game, excellent in coverage, one of the best all-around linebackers in the nation.
Also an all-name team member there.
Oh, absolutely.
On to number 11, we have Wisconsin running back Jonathan Taylor. He led the nation this year in yards after contact, 1,176 yards after contact. Only 15 running backs in the entire country had that many rushing yards alone, and he had that many after contact. Jonathan Taylor, he might break the NCAA rushing record with the pace he's on here as a sophomore.
All right, so there we have it. It's 11 through 20 here in the PFF College 101. Be sure to check out the other videos. And coming up shortly, it's the PFF College Top 10. Be sure to check it out.